Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pass the Scoreboard. It's Gianluca.
And I'm Justin, and today we're going to be predicting the MLB standings and in 2026.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be a fun. Actually, game's already underway. Last night, the Yankees crushed the Giants in a very bad game for Netflix. Must suck for
yeah,
them. And I think today, so far, there's been two games. Last I checked, the Mets were
yes.
whooping the Pirates
But
out.
there are definitely more going on as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, a lot of them started about a couple hours ago, but right now there's one that finished the Pirates Mets one, and then there's also
The Brewers and the White Sox.
yeah, there's eight more
Yeah,
games
I
that
know,
are
but I'm
being
saying
played
like
right now.
the games that started. I know for sure
Yeah, 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 yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to go by division. We're going to start off in the NL and we're going to go west to east. All right, let's start off with the NL West. Of course, this division has the two-time defending back-to-back champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and probably that's literally the most notable team. Well, the Padres too, but let's be honest, they really have a chance of winning the World Series? Probably not. I mean, maybe, but a very little. Um, Justin, do you see anybody toppling the Dodgers in this division?
No, they got
Okay.
better this offseason. Let's just say that,
Yes,
you
they
know,
did.
as they usually do every winter, they always add players and I mean, why wouldn't you? They have the money to do so. So it's but I again, this is the closest thing to a dynasty team that you and I will probably ever see in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, like thinking back to the 90s when the Yankees were doing this. I wasn't around, but I've heard a lot of stories of it.
Yeah, the
And
late 90s.
yeah, and
Uh,
then seeing the Dodgers do their thing now, like they've been to the World Series, what, like I want to say five times in the last 10 years,
Something like that.
something
Because
like that, which
they
is,
won the two back to back. They won the one the COVID year.
yep.
They
And then
made
they
it.
lost in 2017 and 2018. So five
Yeah.
times
So yeah.
in the last 9 years, which is essentially in the last 8 years because this year hasn't really started yet for them. But yeah, I don't see anyone taking them down. Again, the Padres will, like you said, they'll be competitive. They'll make a playoff spot probably, but again, I don't see anyone
Yeah, it's
toppling
yeah.
them.
Um yeah, this division's very straightforward. Dodgers probably going to be number one, Padres number two, number three probably going to be the Giants, and then Arizona, the Diamondbacks number four, and Colorado number five. That's probably a 90% how it's going to pan out. The Giants already played the game, like we mentioned before, against the Yankees.
Did not go very well.
They had a good first inning, had a chance to score, but then after that, it was
It
pretty
was
much nothing.
it was just all Yankees,
Yeah.
with the exception of Aaron Judge, might I say.
Oh, he went 0 for 5 and struck out four times, but
Yep.
yeah, the Yankees look good. That AL, at least we'll get to it, but that's going to
Yeah.
be a tough division to
But
call.
yeah, so as John Lucas said, his prediction, I'm pretty sure mine will be the same. It's Dodgers one,
Yeah,
Padres
I'm going to
two.
make a notepad for this to look up our predictions at the end of the year.
I
So
think
for the end,
Diamondbacks will go three, and then Giants four, and then
oh, you're picking
Rockies five.
Diamondbacks to go three?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You know what?
I'm
I'm gonna
saying,
be nice to them.
I'm saying the Giants will be
Right. Okay.
three. So I have Dodgers, then I have Padres, Giants, D-backs, and then Rockies. Will the Rockies win more than 55 games? How much did they win last
Mm,
year? How much did they get
man.
last year?
How many wins did they have last year?
I
I
don't think it was a lot.
believe it was they lost 119 times, so it's whatever 162 minus 119 is. Uh,
Okay, I'm
43?
not gonna do the
40,
math
so
just yet.
43, yeah, so 43 and 119 was their record.
I hate the way Notepad
Um,
won't let me like just.
it was by far the worst record in the league. So 43 wins. That's the margin that those
Holy
Rockies
shit.
have to beat.
It was worse than I thought.
Yeah.
So
So,
you're saying
you
the
know what? I
D-backs?
feel bad for them though. I want them to succeed. it's like the Marlins thing, right? Like everyone wants the Marlins to succeed too, which
Uh,
they kind of did last year, but
oh no, they had a really good year last year. All right, that's the NL West. Yeah, we'll get to the MVP after we do everything. Okay,
yeah.
NL Central. This division is a bit more interesting. I think you have.
It's a little more spread out.
I think realistically, I know the Pirates got shellanked today, but I think they will be competitive. So I think you have potentially three or four competitive teams. The Cardinals are finishing last. Let's just get that out of the way. The Cardinals have no players that get me excited. Like I, who's a player, who's a guy on their roster that gets you excited?
Uh for me, I mean this year would be or yeah, I mean there's a few.
Eh.
Like Nolan Arenado plays
Oh
for those
no, I'm
guys.
sorry. He's 3 years past that.
Listen, there's Lars Nootbaar. I'm pretty sure he still plays
Okay.
for St. Louis. And then
Well, he's good.
he is. And then I gotta shout out Alec Burleson, who's on my fantasy team.
Okay, yeah, these players are good, but are there any like game changing, league changing players? That's what I mean by exciting. Like,
I wouldn't call it that, but
okay, so there you go. So they're finishing fifth. Then I think I think the Reds and the Pirates are very close. Obviously, the Reds miraculously made a playoff spot last year, but that's
yeah.
because other teams choked. The
So
Reds,
it's actually because the Mets choked
yes,
specifically, which
yes.
is very ironic to me considering they were like a favorite going into the year.
Exactly. The
I,
Mets choked, which allowed the Reds to make it. Really, the Reds weren't really a play. They were around 500. They're not really like a. They
they
weren't.
were 83 and 79, so they were like
I
five
don't
games
want to
out of
disrespect.
500.
I don't want to disrespect their fans, but really, like, let's be honest. At 83 and 79, you shouldn't be making the playoffs. And I think the
No.
Pirates got better than them this offseason, so I'm picking the Reds fourth.
Okay.
Do you agree? No. The
I
Pirates
mean,
are. I saw that game today. They are fundamentally a bad baseball team. The Pirates.
and
They,
that's
yeah,
why I think they're going to
they have
finish last.
talent. They have really good, especially their rotation. The Pirates rotation is very good. Um, but they're still flawed.
Yeah, that's why I think they're going to finish last, just because they need to clean it up a little bit.
Really? You have them below
Yeah,
the Cardinals?
yeah, because the
No, I don't
Cardinals,
think so.
because to me, St. Louis and Pittsburgh are kind of in the same boat where they're both like shit. Like they're not,
Yeah,
to
but the
be
Pirates
honest,
have
they're
talent.
not that far off each other.
But
But I do think,
The Pirates have like better up-hand talent
I
than the
guess so.
Cardinals.
But as a team, they don't look very good.
Yeah, they're
You know what I
fundamentally
mean?
bad.
That's what I mean. Like as a team, like at least St. Louis decently looks like a team whenever they play. Yeah, they're not great, whatever, but at least they look like a team. Pittsburgh, there's always it's like a clown show. Like there's fucking everything's going wrong. The only thing that's
Right.
not going wrong is Paul Skeens, but even then, he didn't have a good start today.
He
Which,
wasn't good, but he should have gotten out of the first inning.
yeah, but see, that's what I mean, right? Like he's
Yeah,
even at his quote unquote not so best condition, he still is giving them a chance to win.
yeah. And
Which the
then,
Pirates defense is throwing away by the
hey, Brandon Lowe hit 2 home runs.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got Brandon Lowe.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
always
bright
has
spot.
had sneaky power.
Yeah, for a second baseman, yeah,
Yeah,
that guy can mash.
he's good.
But
Um, so then you're picking the top three that
well,
finished last season.
so I'm
Uh,
gonna go. You know what?
I think this is the Cubs
Actually,
division to lose. I think the Cubs got really good this offseason. Um,
yeah,
they
but
made,
you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go Cubs first.
yeah,
Then I'm gonna go Brewers. And then I'll go Reds, and then I'll go Cardinals and Pirates. So
okay. So we differ a bit. Uh,
yeah, just a little bit. But
NL Central.
did you have the Cubs finishing first too, though?
I have the Cubs first. I just
Although I must say, they're playing right now, and they are,
Are they losing?
yeah, 8-4 to
Who
Washington.
are they to the Nationals? Oh, come on,
Yeah.
guys. That's that's
And on the other hand, the Brewers are walking all
well,
over the
that was
White
the White
Sox.
Sox. So I had Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, Reds, and then Cardinals.
Cardinals. And then I had Cubs, Brewers, Reds, Cardinals, Pirates.
Okay. So that's good. A bit of diversion.
Yeah. Um, Okay. And then,
I'm not done. I'm not done typing. You can start talking actually.
all right, all
Cardinals,
right.
Pirates. All right.
Yeah.
So then this is
Moving on to
I think
the
this is the
NL
most
East.
yeah, the most exciting division in the National League.
And I'll
Because
say, and sorry, you want to go
no, go
ahead?
ahead. I was gonna say just because you have two really, really contending teams here. Well, they think themselves as the contenders, and then you have a team that last year was injured, who is a wild card, and then you have like one team that's like an upstart team that had a really good year last year, and then you have the Nationals. So
Yeah. Again, this division looks more competitive than it did. To me, in terms of all around, I think they look more competitive with the Braves. You know what? They have injuries. They have
they
tons of
still,
injuries,
yeah.
right? Like that's to me, like Schwellenbach is won't be
Oh,
back for
that's a
a
big loss.
while,
Isn't their bullpen really bad?
and their bullpen is like
Yeah.
not great. To be honest, this is the first time that the Braves have sucked in like a long time.
Which
Uh,
is unfortunate because they got back their MVP
yeah, yeah. They got their boy back, Ronald.
and their lineup
He,
is still pretty solid.
yeah, and you know what? Like it's again, it's kind of like the Panthers this year, right? They're unreal, and then all of a sudden the injury bug hits them, and next thing you know, the whole team's falling down. But to their credit, I think they're still a good team. The team for me to look out for is the Marlins because you talk about crushing the hopes of, or yeah, they crushed the Mets' hopes of playoffs last year. That was the coolest thing ever because I was at the Jays game when we clinched the division that day, and we saw the Marlins beating the
The
Mets
man.
4-0 on the scoreboard, and we were like, "Oh wow, like
Which
this is
hasn't that
unreal."
happened for like the second time this century where like the Marlins have messed up the Mets playoff chances in the last game of the
Yeah, it
season?
was it was something like that. But but yeah, so the Miami Marlins, they will also be playing
Isn't
will
isn't
be
Stowers
like the
hurt?
Yankees. Hmm?
Isn't Kyle Stowers injured to start the year or
I
no?
believe he is, yeah. But what I was
Okay.
gonna say is like the Yankees, the Marlins will also be playing a shitty baseball team to start their opening series. The
Who's it?
Rockies, who
Oh,
are I
Jesus.
mean, the Giants aren't that bad, but I mean
The
they're much
Giants
better.
are average, yeah.
But the Rockies are abysmal.
But
Um,
really, this division comes down to two teams, probably. The Marlins, I think they'll be somewhat good. The Braves, we have to see. Nationals are going to suck. It's going to come down to the Mets and the Phillies. Um,
yeah, where our former boy Bo Bichette is calling home for the next 3 years.
I think he
Uh,
had an RBI. He had an RBI sack fly today. Um,
yeah, on top of I believe it was three punch outs.
yeah, so he was not that good.
It was
But
not a
but
good day for him,
they
but
had him hitting
I
at the
mean,
three spot, which I find kind of weird. I would just I would have him hit two and put Soto third. I don't know why they have him third and Soto second. Um,
or even Bichette cleanup, like
eh, no. I
because he's
would
got
put
like sneaky power. But
he does, but I would leave the cleanup either Polanco or Robert.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah,
Um, but yeah, okay. So let's get on with the prediction then.
hold on. I just want to say Freddie Peralta
Yeah,
could suck today, but I think the Mets made a lot of right decisions in the offseason.
yeah, hundred
They
percent.
lost Pete Alonso, they lost Edwin Diaz, but they
They've seemed to fill it
yeah.
quite a bit.
Um,
Maybe not fully, but they've definitely
I
done a few
still
good
do
things.
think the Mets have the Mets in them, though. That's the thing. But this is a hard to call because I think on paper the Mets probably have the better team than the Phillies, but the Phillies don't have Mets in them.
Exactly. The
So for
Phillies,
that so for that reason, I'm going to take the Phillies to win the division. Sorry, Mets fans.
so okay,
I
so
love
then
Bo Bichette.
yeah, I mean, as a Blue Jays fan, you obviously love him, right? But
Yes.
we're also realistic because he did join the New York Mets, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, and then he said it was because he had turf concerns,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna put the Marlins. Ah, shit. Do I put the Marlins third or the Braves? Uh, I think they're both going to be pretty good. Uh, I'll put the Braves third. I think they'll be better than last year. I think that's going to come back to bite me in the ass. But
So
whatever.
then you're doing what?
I'm doing
Nationals
Phillies.
last and
Yeah, yeah.
Marlins
Phillies,
fourth.
Mets, Braves, Marlins, Nationals.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Phillies, obviously. Then Marlins, then
What?
Mets.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, man.
Okay.
So
And
Philly
then Braves,
one, Miami's gonna sneak in at two, and then I'm gonna get New York, Atlanta, and then our poor boys in Washington.
Nationals.
I was gonna say Patrick Corbin, but he's not even there anymore.
See,
So
here's the thing about the Nationals. At least they have a couple exciting players. They have C.J. Abrams. They have James Wood. Oh, what's his name?
yeah, yeah.
Right? That's how
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Cardinals. The Cardinals have nobody on that level. Right. So yeah.
I understand what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
Washington's a younger team. They're a younger
All
team.
right. Let's do playoff seeds, then we'll do the MVP, Rookie of the Year, and all that.
Hmm.
All right.
Great.
So the playoff seeds. Looking at the standings of each division, I'm gonna go Cubs one because I don't think the Dodgers will care about the regular season that much.
Right.
Um,
As they proved to us last year.
I'm still gonna put them two because they're just really
Yep.
good.
Right.
And then I'm gonna put the Phillies third. And the
Hmm.
wild card teams, I'm gonna have the Mets fourth. Mets fourth. Oh shit. Padres fifth. And the last spot comes down to the Brewers. Like, no, I'm gonna put the Brewers fifth. And the last spot comes down to the Padres or for me, or and the Padres sixth. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Okay. So you note that down. Let me know when you've noted it down,
Hold
and
on,
I'll.
hold on. Let me. Sorry if I keep looking back. I'm watching my people, Italy, try to win their playoff qualification for the World Cup. And yeah, I'm very stressed about it. Hold on, let me just type it in. And
As most Italian people are.
dude, we cannot miss the World Cup for the third straight year. So I have Cubs one,
That's
Cubs,
pretty crazy.
Dodgers, um, Phillies, Mets, Brewers, Padres. Okay, go ahead for you.
So for me, I'm gonna go Brewers one.
Oh wow, okay. Brewers won. But didn't you pick
Well, yeah.
the Cubs to
Did I
win the
not?
division?
Did I not put?
Okay, so you picked the Brewers to win the division. Okay.
Wait. What did I say earlier?
You said Cubs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. That's right. You know what?
Is
That's
there a
right. That
chance?
changes the. Yeah, that's right. That changes the whole thing.
It would have to.
Thought I said yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go Phillies one.
Oh, sorry, Justin. Sorry, Justin. Italy just scored.
Forza Azzurro.
Sorry, I have to break that up. Okay, so Phillies won.
I'll go Dodgers two,
Dodgers two, same as me.
Cubs three,
Cubs. Okay, interesting.
Brewers four,
Okay.
Padres five,
Okay, we have the Padres in the same place.
and
No,
then
I put them
that
sixth.
sixth and final team will be the Miami Marlins.
I was thinking of the Marlins, yeah, but I decided to go with the Brewers and Padres. All right, so that's the NL. Should we do NL MVP? I want a challenge for you, Justin. You can't pick Shohei Ohtani.
Oof.
Yeah, because like let's be honest, if we both had a free pick, had to bet, we would both pick Ohtani. That's boring. Okay, pick another player besides Shohei Ohtani.
All right, let's pick let's do a little bit of research here at the same time as I'm trying
Let
to
me see.
pick.
Let me just scan the teams. I'll say one. I'll say one right off the bat. I'm
Who
gonna
do you
say
have?
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
sneaky guy. I think he'll have a good year. Um, I think he needs to have a good year. I think he'll, um, step up. Another guy we can go, maybe if you want to be like really sneaky and this team sticks into the playoffs, we can put uh the dude from the Reds, Elliot De La Cruz. You can put him maybe.
Uh, I
Maybe if
mean,
the Braves have it really good, you can go Ronald Acuna Jr. Maybe if the Mets wants, there's lots of guys.
there are lots of guys,
You can go Bryce
but
Harper.
it's like, will Acuna even be healthy?
That's a thing, right?
You know what?
That's why I went with Tatis. Kind of makes sense because he played. He had a good season last year. I think he'll just be better.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this out there because I think he is unreal. And
Mhm.
if he keeps playing the way he is, I'm sure he should get more recognition for it. We're gonna go to the NL West again. It's not Shohei Ohtani, but I'm gonna go with Geraldo Perdomo.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
That
I think
guy, that guy is unreal.
what I love about the MLB is that the MVPs, you don't have to be on a winning team, which I
Exactly.
think is really good. I think that's a really good thing that the MLB does that other sports don't do. So I like that about baseball. It gives players a chance to be recognized and
Absolutely.
to be yeah, recognized as one of the best in the
Yeah, yeah, exactly. As opposed to just, oh, the best player from the best team. Like, no, like
yeah.
it's Geraldo Perdomo 100% deserves the credit. Guy, I believe out of every NL hitter last year, he had the highest wins above replacement
Yeah.
at
We
7.
talked about that in the World
Yep.
Baseball Classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
He stood at 7. Um, had an OPS of like 850 something. Like
Yeah, he's
guy was
nuts.
unreal. Hit 290. Like, come on now. One more
All right.
20 homers.
Let's do Cy Young. I'm going to do the same thing for you. You can't pick Paul Skeens.
I mean, after today, I don't know if I would.
You can't pick Paul Skeens. You start off. I started off. I think you can start off with Cy Young.
Oof.
Yeah, this one's hard.
It is hard because this
I
is
think I have an answer, and it's a very obvious one if you think about it in retrospect. He had a great year last year, but go ahead. You say yours first.
uh
Okay, I'll start off with mine.
yeah, you go first because
I'm gonna
I
say from the NL East, playing for the Philadelphia Phillies, Christopher.
Luzardo.
No, Christopher Sanchez.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm going to say him.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Padre. The
Ah,
Padre, and he did really well last year. Which is funny because today I believe he's given up 4 runs in his opening day start right now.
oh man, these guys not having good starts.
But that is Canada's own Nick Pivetta. I think he,
Wow, whoa!
you know
That,
what?
I mean, okay. That's yeah,
Maybe,
I was not even okay.
you know what?
That's a
Like
good one.
he's better than people think. Like I think if he stays healthy and if he stays good and in shape and stuff and whatnot, like he can be dangerous. And he showed that last year. A 2.87 ERA, a whip of zero point 0.9. Guy was unreal. And
I think the Jays got the better guy. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Um, Rookie of the year, I'll be honest, I don't know any rookies, so I'm even not even gonna make a
yeah,
prediction.
it's a tough
All right.
department. We can do that after.
I'm not that deep into baseball. I don't know
I don't know,
anything.
maybe Nolan McLean. That's probably
Okay.
where
The
I
guy
would
on the Mets
go.
today hit a home run. Bean, what's his name?
Oh, Carson Bench.
Yeah, he hit a home run. So good for him. All right, let's go
Yeah.
to the AL. AL West. Yeah, to me, this is a boring division. I'm just gonna I'm sorry.
It's for me it's between two teams.
I don't think it's between no teams. I think oh no, it is between two teams, but I don't think it's a team that you well maybe. All right.
Well, I don't know.
Place.
Yeah.
Fifth place Angels. Sorry. Um I mean they have a couple good players, Zach Neto. They
And
still have
our
Mike
boy
Trout.
Mike Trout, but I mean,
Yeah.
again, they can only do so much.
Yeah. All right. Fourth place Astros. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think their time is done. Yes, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I think the Rangers are going to be a bit better, and I think the Astros are going to. I think the
Whoa.
Astros are going to be like a 500 team around like midway, and then sell. That's what I think.
Damn.
Yeah. What if Yordan Alvarez becomes like a top trade commodity and
That'd
yeah,
be insane.
that's what
Or
I think may
What if
happen.
Hunter Brown gets shipped somewhere?
Oh God, he's really good. But yeah, he might too with him too. But yeah, Astros fourth, third. I'm taking the Rangers. And the second, I'm taking the Athletics. I think the Athletics are really
Oh.
good. Yes. Honestly, their lineup is really good. Their pitching kind of sucks, but their lineup is really good. I mean, they have Luis Severino as their ace.
And they have Nick Kurtz.
Yes, Tyler Soderstrom,
Yeah, they've got
Wilson. They have
they've
lots of
got
so many good hitters.
Canada's own Denzel
Denzel
Clark.
Clark,
Lawrence
who like,
Butler plays for them too.
yeah, man, their lineup is good. They're gonna
Jay
finish second.
Langoliers.
Yes. See, they have so many. Their lineup is just solid. And then,
Yeah,
of
I
course, that leaves the
agree.
Mariners first. And yeah, that's my prediction.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, Justin.
So I'm gonna go Angels at last again, unfortunately for
Yeah,
them.
sorry,
Just
Angels.
one of those things where they're gonna be sitting there for a while. Fourth?
I'm sorry, but when you put it like that, it just looks like they
You know
have.
what I mean. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
though. Fourth, I'm gonna go the Rangers.
Oh,
Uh, they were very mediocre last year, and to be honest, I don't see them getting much better.
yeah, fair.
Um, Third, I'm gonna go the Astros.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry. I meant to say the Mariners. I think the Mariners are gonna finish third.
What?
Their pitching staff had a really rough year,
But
and
don't they have like a really good rotation? Their rotation's probably one of the best in the AL.
dude,
If
they
I'm not
were
mistaken.
they were buns last year though.
Right, but why
And
do I keep hearing people call it about their rotation? Oh, their rotation's so good. It's so
like if we look at the stats right now, I mean they were okay. But
yeah,
for what I mean is for their expectations, I don't think they were very good.
all right. So you have the Mariners third.
I'm gonna go A's at second, and
Okay.
then I think the Astros are gonna win the
Oh
division.
my God. I think I cooked you in this one.
Hey, we'll do one probably halfway through the year just to see where we're at in the midway point
Yeah,
after
I
81
think
games.
I
But
cooked you. The Astros are
I don't
definitely not
know.
winning. If the
I
Astros
don't
win this
know.
division, I mean, the Astros were kind of like the Mets last year. They just kind of fell apart. Um, or else they were
Yeah,
a good up.
but I think that like
They had a
all
more
of that
steady.
aside, that's what I mean.
They had a more sudden fall off where the Mets were more like steady. The
Yeah.
Astros just kind of like as soon as like September hit, they freaking fell off
Yeah. So
hard.
they just need to not fall. That's it.
Yeah.
But
But I think they will. Because really, look at their team; they're all aging.
I
Like
guess so. I
except
guess
for
so.
Jeremy Pena and like you're the
And
man.
Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown's definitely not aging. That guy's a freak.
Like everyone else is just kind of old. Like
Yeah,
Carlos
I know
Correa
what you
is
mean.
he's
Kind
like
of, yeah.
Jose Altuve is really good, but he's
Yeah.
old. Like they
All
don't
right.
have
Well,
anybody. All right,
yeah,
let's move on to the.
did you write yeah, you wrote it down, right?
I wrote yours down. Yeah, let me just double check.
Okay.
Yes, I wrote yours down. Okay, AL
Okay.
Central. Ooh, this is a tight one between the
It's
top teams.
yeah.
Off the bat, White Sox last. Um, and then I'm pretty confident putting the Twins fourth. And then,
Yep. So you and I have the same
yeah,
fourth and fifth.
and then the three teams there are very close. Uh, oh gosh.
I have my prediction. Do you want me to go ahead?
No, no. So I'm going to do right now. I think the top three are going to be separated by about 5, 6 games. I think this is going to be really close. That being said, I'm putting the Royals still third. I'm going to put the Guardians second, Tigers first. That's what I'm going to do.
So fourth and fifth are the same. The White Sox will finish last. I mean, the Twins are going to finish fourth. I have the Guardians at third, and then I
Yeah.
have the Tigers at second. I think the Royals are going to win the division
Okay. That's
by
good.
like 2 games.
The Royals have a really, really good lineup, solid rotation. They have just a good team. So I'm not
Again,
mad.
it's one of those things where it's like underrated, right?
Yes.
Like you
Yeah.
don't really think about how good they are until they start performing.
You know what? I'm putting the Royals ahead of the Guardians.
Okay, so then the only difference with us
Yeah.
is Kansas City,
Top two.
Detroit. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Royals, Sorry, Guardians. You kind of had like a miracle run last year, and I don't see that
You don't see
happening.
it happening again. Yep,
No,
exactly.
no. The Tigers, they just threw away that division two left, but they got their revenge in the
They
playoffs.
did. They did.
So yeah,
But again,
they were
just
very close to making the ALCS. So
yeah. Again, it just shows you how tight that division is
yes,
between like even just those two teams. So
and then to me, the division that the Jays are in. And my goodness, this division is so hard to call because you have, I think, three teams that can win the World Series. Then you have a team like Baltimore who got a lot better, and then Tampa Ray. Even the Rays, who I think are going to be fifth. I think are by far the best fifth place team in baseball.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
you're right. Like the Rays, they're probably going to be like around 500 a lot of the year, but they're going to
Yeah.
finish fifth.
So you and I both have the Rays at
We'll
fifth.
have the Rays fifth, and then I think the Orioles are going to be a lot better, but I would still have them at fourth.
Right.
And then the top three teams to me are like a rotation.
Yeah, it's one
It
of those
could
things where throughout the year it could be any of the
it
three
could
in any given
finish
spot.
it could finish three. It could finish 3, 2, 1. I'll say first, I picked the Red Sox last year to win the division. All right, I'm
Oh
picking.
yeah, that's right, you did.
I did. I'm picking them again this year because
Who did I pick to win the division last
I
year?
think you picked the Yankees probably.
Okay.
No, I think you picked Baltimore,
Yeah, actually you're right,
which
I
I don't
did.
blame you for because that was like the consensus.
Well, and at the time they were
Yeah,
incredible, right?
that
So
was the consensus, right? That they were going to win.
yeah.
Um, I'm going to pick the Red Sox to win the division again. Their rotation is like seriously really good. Um, and their bats are very good as well. Yeah, it pains me to say this as a Jays fan, but we might finish third. Um, I'm going to give us the benefit of the doubt and put a second, but even then, I'm not confident. I'm only doing this based on my heart, and okay, and I cannot put the Jays third.
This
So
was
the
like
Yankees,
the Canada USA thing with the World Baseball
yeah,
Classic.
and then so I'm going to put the Yankees third. I'm going to say this right now. They're all going to be playoff teams, but in the order of division, I have Red Sox, Jays, Yankees, and then Orioles, Rays.
So I'll say the fourth and fifth for me stay the same.
All right, Royals, Rays,
Or yeah, or Rays,
Royals,
Orioles.
or Orioles.
Yeah, so Orioles fourth, Rays fifth. It's I really want to say the Yankees finished third, but it's so hard to
The way they looked yesterday, they looked incredible.
exactly. It's so hard to
And they
say
have
that.
Garrett Cole, and then they have him coming back this year, later this
And
year.
then they have Rodon who's going to come back
And
after a little
Max
bit. They
Fried.
have Max Fried.
It's just like, yeah, their rotation's kind of unfair as well. But yeah,
So I'll put them at. Do I want to be a loser and put them at one again?
it's possible, extremely possible.
Because I think Boston is good too.
I think Boston's incredible.
I think they are another underrated team.
They're very good.
Just I don't know if I want this to blow up in my face later in time.
You could always pick
Uh,
the Blue Jays first and have you know,
you know
your
what? I
part,
think
you
so.
know.
I did get the quarter seasons membership, so I'm going to be going to 20 Jays games this year, and then we bought two more games, so I'm going to 22 games. I'll
So
say
are you really going to go to 22 games of a third place team? Think about it.
that's true, but I'll say this. Well, I mean, listen, it's a good deal. So I'll say we're going to win the division.
Yeah.
I think Boston's going to finish second, and I think the Yankees are going to finish third.
Okay. All
But I
right.
think it's going to be the same thing, like you said. Like
Yeah, it's going to be
it's
really
going to
close.
be everyone's going to make it, and they're going to be like two games apart from each other. Like it's going to be like last year, like tight.
And I think the Orioles are right there too. I think they'll
Oh,
finish
for
like
sure.
9 games back of the first place, which is good.
Yeah. Which
Right. If the
compared
first
to
place,
every other team is way
if the first place wins 100 games, 9 games back, you're a playoff team. So, you know,
essentially.
all right, let's do the seeds. I'll go first. My number one seed will be, I'm just scanning everything. My
The
number
Red
one seed,
Sox,
I'm going to put the Red Sox.
right?
All right. My number two will be the Tigers. And then my number three will be the Mariners. And then my four will be the Jays. My five will be the Yankees. And my six, where's my six? I'm trying to see. The way I did the notes, I kind of fucked up. My six, I'll put the Royals. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's what I'll do. Let me write this down somewhere. Hold on. So hold on. Justin, you go ahead, do yours as I write mine down.
So I think the same thing as you. The East finishes first, which in my case is the Jays. Central finishes second, which I believe I said was the Royals. And then the
Wow.
Astros, who I had to finish on top, are going to be third. Um, And then you know what? I think I said what? Red Sox then Yankees. So
Oh, I
I'll
don't know.
go.
I
So
don't know.
yeah, no, that's what I did. So I mean, and we can watch it back later too. But I'll go Jays 1, Royals 2, Astros 3, Red Sox 4, Tigers 5, and then I think the Yankees are 6. But again, I'm gonna say that any of those last three could like shuffle because
All
I
right,
think
sorry. Do you want to repeat them again? Because I was trying to
you're
figure out
good.
mine.
You're good. So Jays 1,
Okay.
Royals 2,
All right.
Astros 3,
All right.
Red Sox 4,
All right.
Tigers 5, and then I have the Yankees finishing 6th in the
All
seeding.
right. Let's do MVP. You can't pick Aaron Judge.
After last night, I don't know if I want to.
Okay.
I have one in mind.
Uh-huh.
Bobby Witt.
Oh, that's another. I mean, he's the obvious number two, but yeah, that's
He's a
good.
freak.
Yeah.
It would either be Bobby Witt or we'll go off the board potentially Junior Caminero.
Oh, very good. Very good. Um, you can even pick his teammate, Randa, and I don't think it would be that crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, maybe not an MVP, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got a few votes.
okay, who am I going to pick? Let's see. Do I be a homer? Hmm.
Oh yeah, actually, I could have said Vladdy too because he could
Do
very
I
well
be a
be.
homer here and pick Vladdy?
But I think Bobby Witt is the most consistent
Yeah, but I don't
hitter.
want to pick the same one as you. That's very boring. Extremely boring.
Trying to
Oh,
think of other guys on rosters.
do I go with a pitcher?
Ooh.
Or do I go a guy in Seattle who I
How about
think
this?
say,
I'll give you two predictions.
oh,
It's either going to be
oh,
Witt or
do I
boring
go
answer
with
coming
the
up Trey
guy
Sewell.
do I go with the guy in Sacramento who had an unbelievable rookie year last year?
Nick Kurtz
Yes, do I go with him? I think I'm
could.
going I think I'm going to go outside of the box. I'm gonna shock you. All right? I'm gonna go a guy who's probably the most underrated player in the league, has never really been in conversations for MVP, but he's always been recognized as one of the best in position. Justin, do you know who I'm talking about?
There's a lot of people that you could be talking about, so no, I don't off the
He's
top of
been
my
on
head.
one team his whole career. He goes under the radar, plays in a market that's not very talked about a lot.
Which division is he in?
That would give it away. All right.
What it?
Yes.
If you
Because
tell me
I
the division,
okay, he was on a team that won their division last year.
talking about J-Ram.
Yes, I'm going J-Ram. All right, I'm going completely under the radar box, but that's okay because I think
Hey,
he
I
is
mean,
off.
I guy's a freak too, so I agree.
Uh, okay, so let's
And
really quickly World Series winner. We're gonna skip the bracket because we don't have that much time. World Series winner. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Red Sox. Why not?
ooh,
No. I don't want to pick a division winner. I'm gonna go with the let's go Mariners. Yeah.
I'll go. You know what? Fuck it. Marlins are gonna win the whole thing.
What? What?
They're
Okay, well
gonna.
everybody.
They've already made that climb. You can only go.
No. All right, everybody, thank you for watching Past the Scoreboard. We had a bit of a thing there where our meeting ran out of time. But yeah, thank you so much. Just throughout crazy with his prediction, the Marlins winning the World Series. If that happens, I'll give Justin $100. That's how confident I am in it not happening. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and yeah, see ya.